We're back again. You are a grown adult. What's going on? New Faces Podcast, episode 7. We only have 2 mics working right now, so you'll be seeing us switch off. But this is going to be a little trilogy that we're going to do with y'all. We're going to get a little bit more open, with our fan base and whatnot. Still probably going to be super unserious at some points, but, we're going to,
I'm going to cry.
About what? About what?
I don't know.
First off, we got Paige in front of the camera today.
I'm in front of the camera, not behind.
Yes.
I'm nervous. I don't like being in front of the camera.
Yeah.
I do, but I don't at the same time. What'd you say?
All right. So we definitely we definitely wanted to get a little bit more open with the fan base, talk about some different shit. But because we talk a lot about sports, music, and just making fun of each other the whole time. And as clearly we're still making fun of each other. But these next 3 episodes are going to be different. Like I said, we're going to get a little bit more open. We're going to reveal a little bit more about ourselves and all that stuff. And who made us who we are, The trenches.
Yeah, I'm from the trenches.
You are literally not. You are the opposite from the trenches. You are the complete opposite of from the trenches, I promise you.
I know.
So, first episode is going to be about Paige Wizz. Weisenhop, the person behind the camera.
That's not how you say my last name, by the way.
Listen, the way you say it is all worse, so it is what it is.
Weishopped.
Yeah, that was super white.
That's why I'm Paige Wizz. Weishopped's too much.
Yeah, Paige, stick to Wizz.
Paige Wizz.
You should legally change your last name.
I should. So. Some people think my last name's actually Wizz. They're like, that's a sick last name. I'm like, thanks. It is. They don't know I'm lying. If you had a mic, you'd be saying some mean comments already. I can just feel it.
No, I'm good.
Say what you want to say.
No, I'm good.
Say it to my face.
I'm good. Continue, bro.
All right. First off, get this cube away from me. Awful.
It's my Rubik's Cube, and it's a speed cube, by the way. Anyways.
Get it out of the frame, son. Get it out of the frame.
Zoom into the cube. Okay. All right. Relax. It is a speed cube. For those of you that don't know, a speed cube has magnets built in, so it
all right.
moves
So anyway,
quicker and smoother.
Literally, we're losing viewers as you talk about the speed cube. All right, let's start with you.
Okay.
Right? So you're a goofy individual. Let's just say that. Have you always been this goofy?
Some may say that.
Have you always been this goofy?
Yes, I think so.
What do you think that's from? What am
I supposed to say?
Like, is your whole family goofy, or is it just you?
I'm definitely the goofiest. My parents are kind of goofy, I would say. They can be. But I'm definitely, if watching home videos of myself, I'm like shaking my booty and stuff. I could insert that clip also. But I'm just dancing around, always having a good time. I was always goofy, yeah.
Dancing around, shaking your booty.
I was shaking my booty at a young age.
Wow.
Hasn't stopped. Still shaking booty.
All right. So where are you from? First off, where are you from?
Can you stop looking at me like that? Anyways, I am from.
All right, serious. We're getting serious.
Serious. I'm from Mechanicsburg, which is a suburb of Harrisburg.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, little small town.
What?
Continue. Yeah, small town. What's the next question? That's where I'm from. I went to Penn State. Do you want me to give you like a little elevator pitch of my life?
Yeah, elevator pitch.
Do you want the elevator pitch?
Yeah, give us.
Or the synopsis?
You don't start damn speaking.
Okay, so I went to Penn State. I was a film major and a Spanish major. Kind of crazy because I forget all my Spanish. And I minored in media studies and global international studies. And Yeah, I was in a lot of clubs at Penn State and stuff. I was a tour guide. I gave tours. Walked backwards. All around campus. And yeah. That's my college life.
I was a tour guide. I gave tours. So what got you into your love for everything, camera, video, all that stuff? And did you have a backup plan if you didn't get into that?
I honestly just like took a film class my sophomore year, and because I just wanted to take like an elective for fun because I was undecided, and I really loved it. I got to make like a short documentary on my friend Dana's like her family farm, which was really cool. And so then from there I was like, oh, maybe I could do this as a major. And then I didn't ever take pictures or anything until sophomore year of college, which was kind of crazy. And then yeah, I got like a few internships in college doing like photos and videos, and then I started doing like live production too for Penn State athletics, so like working in the control room at sporting events, so like replay, video board stuff, cameras for like live events. So kind of did a little bit of everything. And yeah.
All right, so where were you gonna go? Like, what were you doing before in terms of like college? Like, what was your major?
Wait, what do you mean?
Because like you said you didn't start taking pictures and stuff until sophomore year.
Oh yeah. Well, I was all over the place. I was gonna be like a psych major, bio, bunch of other things. I literally had no idea what I wanted to do, like quite literally.
So was there a backup plan to this then at all?
Nope.
No, you just went straight for this then.
Yep. Pretty much.
Okay.
Like I don't know. I guess like communications, like in general, was like my school, like school of communication. So I could have gotten like a job in like media or like more broad, communications. I guess was like
now
the backup plan.
You're a like a woman in sports per se.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
God. I try to be serious.
I can't be serious.
I try to be serious, people.
I'm sorry for yelling. That was really loud.
That
was so loud.
That was insane. All right, but no, you're a woman in sports.
Yes.
I know there's a lot of different like ways of going into like film and stuff like that. I'm trying my hardest here.
No, okay, I'm listening.
No, but there's a lot of different ways to go into like film and things of that nature. Was there any other outlet, I guess, or I don't know the exact term I'm looking for here, but was there another place you wanted to go to in terms of like entertainment or anything like that?
Like for a career?
Yes.
Like with film. So you're saying
Yes,
like I work in sports now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about doing like news for a hot sec, like being a producer, like producing like news segments. Because you can like edit stuff there behind the scenes and like whatnot.
Right.
I think working in movies, like in films, would be super cool, but it's really a hard industry to get into. And you like, I know people that work in the industry in like LA, and it's like you work for like 5 to 10 years and make like no money, and then you just hope that you meet someone. It's like it's such a grind, and I just like didn't want to do that, I don't think. So I was like, eh. And yeah, my first job out of college, I worked at Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation.
I remember that.
Which is a nonprofit that raises money for pediatric cancer research. And so that was my first job. I was their videographer, so I did like everything. I got to do like short form documentaries, social media videos, really just like anything and everything. That's where I met Jalen Hurts. Filmed him giving a house to a family with a kid who had cancer. So got to do a lot of cool stuff at that job, and I think that really opened a lot of doors for me. Like I met a lot of different people that worked in the industry or like worked at like CBS, and just got to have like a taste of a lot of different options in like media, I guess. And I think that's where I kind of realized I wanted to do social media videos and like content. And then that's kind of what led me to my current job at Temple.
Yeah, it seems like it was like a lot, like a snowball effect into what you're at now. And you're at Temple now, you said, right?
Yes. Yeah, so I'm the director of creative video. So I do, oh my God, so much. We do content creation for all of our sports. There's 18 Division I sports. So I oversee a team of 2 full-timers and then like 10 interns. And so we create all the content for that. So photos, videos, we go to practices, games. We do short like TikTok videos, longer form documentary stuff, and then like anything that like the athletic department needs basically. So like the other day I got to walk around campus with our athletic director and then the president of the NCAA. Just like took pictures of them walking around. So it's like a lot of random stuff like that, which is cool. But yeah, so that's what I do now. I feel like this role was kind of a combination of what I did at Alex's Lemonade Stand, like documentary stuff and like social media, and then like mixed with my experience in sports. So I feel like it was like a perfect hybrid of that.
Right. Did you know, like, going into this how much like it was going to be? Because like obviously like we know because we talk to you every day pretty much. But like, did you know like going into this like this is like a lot to this? Like you were gonna cover like every sport pretty much for Temple and shit like that.
Yeah, like in sports in general.
Yeah.
Well, no, I really didn't know. I mean, I figured like I would be working nights and weekends because sports are nights and weekends. So like I kind of had that expectation going into it, but like I didn't really realize. I mean, I knew I was going to be overseeing all of the sports, but just like how much coverage like we need for all the events. Like we looked at our Excel spreadsheet yesterday. The past like year, we covered 500 events. So like that's averaging over almost 2 a day for the whole year. So it's crazy. I mean, that's obviously not just me, but like my team. So it's a lot, but it's fun. I love it.
So would you say you love what you do?
I do.
Now, you saying you love what you do, what would you say are some things you love about the job and other things that you dislike about the job and you wish could change? Like, you could see yourself in the future, like, changing.
Like, what would I change about my job, or what would I, like, want to do in the future?
Yeah, what would you want to do in the future, and where do you see, like, the certain steps now to be able to take you there? Like, moving, like, getting a bigger job, getting a bigger salary, working with different people, so things like that.
Yeah. I mean, what I love about my job now is just like the people I work with. Like my coworkers are awesome. It's cool to interact with student athletes. Like I didn't really think about that part of the job when I first applied. Like, but I get to interact with them. Like we film like funny videos, like fun videos, which is cool. So just having that relationship is fun. And then I don't know. It's a lot of every day is different, which is like what my brain needs. Because if I had to go in and sit at a desk 9 to 5 every day, I would not have a good time in my life. I didn't know where the end of that sentence was going.
I was scared.
Yeah, I wouldn't enjoy my life because that's what my brain needs. I just licked the microphone. Anyways. Future plans. So
yes.
I think like my next job or like role, I want to be more of like a supervisor, like manager, and kind of lead more of like the content strategy rather than like the content creation itself. So like overseeing the content but not necessarily making it. I want to live in New York City, so like working for like the Knicks or the Nets would be cool. That's kind of like my dream.
Oh, yeah, because you used to tell me you wanted the Sixers, but yeah, you forgot about that, huh?
Yeah, well, I want to move to New York City.
Oh, understandable. But you forgot about the Sixers, right?
No.
As you should.
Don't ask me the roster for the Knicks or the Nets, though. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, that's not good press if they listen to this and they apply for a job.
That was terrible.
Don't listen to this if you're the Knicks or the Nets. Anyways. Or who else? Jets. Giants.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. Yeah, that's it, right?
Yankees.
I don't like baseball. I don't want to work in baseball.
That's big time, though.
Or Rangers.
For hockey?
Yeah, I don't really want to do hockey, though, either.
These are all big time sports, though.
I know. They would be fun, but...
Mm-hmm. So you see yourself living in New York City?
Yeah.
Loft, nice apartment. No car, biking, all that good stuff?
You know, probably not, because working in sports, there's, like, no money. So, like, if I was going to live in New York City, I'd definitely not be able to live in, like, Manhattan on, like, a sports job salary, probably. So, like, I'd either need to make a lot more money or, like, live in, like, Brooklyn or, like, you know, another borough.
So you specifically want to do sports? You don't want to go into, like big companies like Google or, like, Apple or, like, even to movies, like, you know, we love Marvel movies, talk about them all the time, like cinematic venture of like your job, or is that too much? No,
I would. I would definitely. I'm probably gonna switch like fields. Is that what it's called? Field.
Yeah.
Field. Yeah.
That was the word I was.
Yeah.
Field. Yeah. I think I have like one more sports job in me before I like call it quits, because I just feel like it's not sustainable. Because it's also like, say I was gonna get married or something crazy like that, I would have to like, I'd have like a family.
Yeah.
And I can't work nights and weekends all the time. That's a reason why a lot of people that work in sports are young, because like whenever you work in sports and you start to have kids, like you can't see your kids that much. Or you are like higher up in sports and kind of like make your own schedule with kids. Like it's like the only way, two ways it works having kids in sports. You either quit or you are in charge.
Yeah, so I was thinking the same thing in terms of like the longevity of it. Like, because sports is like constant. I know my buddy Noah Strackbine, shout out to him. He writes for the Pittsburgh Steelers for Sports Illustrated. And I interviewed him like way back. It was a couple of years ago, and he was telling me like he's pretty much on it, like on his phone every day, like on the like he can't like get off. Now, obviously, it's a different field because he's in journalism, but it's still like sports is like a required, like you need to be there all the time type of thing. So how does dealing with that, like how do you deal with that? I guess stress is the word I'm looking for. Like how do you find your ways out of like dealing with work and things of that nature? Like what is it that you like to do to get away from that? Because like I said, like even like when you have a chance too, because like let it be known you are working all the time. Like weekends, we have to record during the week because you're gone on weekends for work and things of that nature, especially during sports season. So
facts. Yeah, I travel a lot, nights and weekends. Why are you laughing? I don't know. Like, I don't know how I relax. That was kind of your question, wasn't it?
Yeah,
like
kind of like how do you like,
I mean, right now in the summer we have like time off, so that's like kind of everyone's time to like recharge and like not do much, which is cool. I don't know. You don't really have time to like not be stressed. You just kind of have to like go for it. I don't know. Like that's why people get burnt out and quit and like don't stay at places in college, like college sports or even like in the professional level, because it's like so much. You just get burnt out.
Right.
But I don't know.
Is there something in the film industry that is a little bit more relaxing than sports? Or because obviously like making movies, like you said before, it's tireless work. You don't get paid shit. So like, is there a realm where it actually is relaxing or not as demanding?
Probably working for like an agency or like a production company, kind of, where it's like big companies will hire you to make like commercials or like ads or things like that, where it's like you're more like client based. So you have like projects and things like that where it's all scheduled. It's not like nights and weekends. You like have a shoot or something. They also make a lot of money at like agencies and like production companies like that. So like I think that's something that I've considered in the past. I've applied to some before, like before I got my job at Temple, I was applying to like production company jobs. So I think that would be an option. Or like there's jobs at like big companies like Google or whatever that are like in-house photographer or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like they can afford to pay a lot more than sports teams. So, and you're kind of doing the same thing. It's just less fun.
Right.
But making more money. So it's like, what do you want?
Right. So is that, obviously you want to go to New York. Once you feel like that's fulfilled, because I feel like it's like a rotating thing. Is that the next step, is to kind of just relax and going in that direction? Probably.
If I ever get married and have kids. I think that's a huge factor. I'm serious.
No, I know. It's just the way you say things. Like it's and if I have kids and get married, if
I have children, then maybe.
Oh God! All right, now don't do accents on me.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I never do accents.
I know. That's why I said don't do it.
It was really bad too.
I had a question in mind before you literally just did that to me. God damn it. Oh, okay. So what
Thank you.
Don't do that. What were some cool things that have happened since working at Temple? I mean, you've told us a bunch, but not everyone knows in terms of like who you've met and things of that nature.
Can you jog my mind? I kind of forget. No. Okay, wait. I got to meet Armani White. He sings What is
Billie
the,
Eilish.
Billie
a
Eilish.
song by
Is it?
Billie
What's the words? Glock? Is it Glock?
No.
Not? Am I not allowed to say that?
You can't say that word.
Oh, you meant because I was whispering it. Wait, what?
Just all right. Anyway, you met Hermione White.
Billie Eilish. Yeah. Some people don't know that song. I'm just trying to sing it for them.
That probably didn't jog their
Okay.
memory. You said
big
just,
T-shirt, Billie Eilish. Anyways, he
okay.
came to Temple. He's from Philly, so we got him to come to a Temple game. We did a mic'd up video with him, so we put a mic on him, and I got to follow him around the whole game, just like filming him, talking, whatever. We lost on a buzzer beater. It was so tragic, and he was so pissed, and we were
Is
pissed.
he a Temple fan?
No, just like Philly guy, so he was just kind of like
Gotcha. Just
familiar.
Just the pride.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like kind of a big game. But yeah, we lost in a buzzer beater. He literally dropped everything and then like walked out, and I had to like chase him to get the mic back. I was like, can I have that actually?
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it was kind of awkward. What else have I done?
I know you met Gilly and Wallow, or one of the two.
Oh yeah, I met Wallow.
Wallow. That's what it was.
Wallow came to talk to the Temple football team, so I got to film him there. I met Hassan Reddick. He came to Temple too because he's a Temple alum. Some other like NFL people. Who else? I can't think.
I was like,
What's my thinking face?
oh God. All right, hold on, wait. Okay, so is there anyone that you are super goofy?
I know. Bro.
You're so goofy. I love it. Okay, is there anyone that stop doing? I can see it in the corner of my eye that you're doing it. I
can't. Okay.
All right, so is there anyone that in the sports world that you want to meet soon? That's like in Philly sports or in general. Or that maybe Temple has talked about, working with.
Great question, Brandon.
That we may have some prior knowledge to. We don't, but whatever, it's fine.
I was like, what are you talking
I
about?
don't know.
I mean, Philly, I don't know. I just licked the mic again. Sorry. I just get so excited. I get so close to the mic. Anyways, I don't know. Like, I
Go.
realistically, like, there's not a lot of Philly sports people that I'd meet probably because of Temple. You know what I mean? Like, not a lot of them have, like, ties. Like, I would like to meet some of the people in the Sixers, but, like, why would they come to Temple? Respectfully. I feel like I met someone else, and now it's bothering me.
You definitely have. I just can't.
I know.
Well, we'll get back to it.
Yeah, anyways. Yeah, it's always random. Like, random people come. Oh, I met, Freeway. Philly Freeway. That was cool. He was chill. He came to talk to a class, and one of the football players was in the class, so I got to go film the football player doing his freestyle rap for Freeway, which was hilarious and cool. It was fun. But yeah, that was cool. That's it. Should we, like, go back to, like, my childhood trauma, or...
Yo, what? I'm
just
sorry.
kidding.
What did you say?
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
You want to get into that?
No, I don't. I don't.
We could dive real deep to that.
I changed my mind.
How was your childhood?
It was great.
Was it?
Yeah.
Tell me the favorite part about your childhood.
My favorite part about my childhood?
Yeah. It wasn't all bad.
No, it wasn't bad. Honestly, I think my favorite part of my childhood was playing sports and like meeting my friends. Like, my best friends now are still were my best friends in 3rd grade, which I think is cool, and I don't think a lot of people can say. So, like, my soccer team in 3rd grade, like, I played with them through, I guess, like, high school, and then I don't know, they're still my best friends now.
You're a basketball champion, correct?
Yeah. I was a baller.
Original hyper dunks?
Oh, yeah. Red ones. Uh-huh.
Go ahead, tell me some more about
soccer.
childhood.
Well, soccer and basketball were my sports because I was always a giant. I still am. Why are you making that face? Like, I was a tall kid. Like, you look at all my pictures, I'm taller than everyone, and I just, like, didn't stop, and, like, everyone did, and now I'm still tall. I'm taller than Brandon here. Sorry.
Yo, keep going.
If you can't tell, we're sitting down. I just wanted to.
You just wanted to let people know that? Okay, great.
Yes. Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just talking. I don't know. What else?
We talk about her childhood. We talk about her job. Talk about her dreams.
All right.
Wait, how long have we been talking? Because I might need to check the camera.
Go check it real quick. Because we have some questions for you. Was it on the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so.
It stops after 29 minutes.
Oh.
It's at 25, so we're good.
Oh, okay, cool. Next time we'll check the time on that. Okay, so I did want to bring this up too. You do talk about this on your TikTok a lot too. You're dealing with ADHD. You breathe, relax. Damn. God damn. Were you just recently diagnosed with ADHD?
Yeah, let's talk about my diagnosis.
Your diagnosis.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so that's been an ongoing thing. When did you, how did you go about the process of, getting diagnosed? And, when did you first, really notice that? Not that you have, a problem, but, something was it just kept bothering you.
Great question. So, I think, honestly, I never really thought about it until, maybe, pandemic-ish time, which I hate to say it, but, I was on TikTok and I was, seeing people talk about it. And then I was like, it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, I'm probably just overthinking it and whatever, everyone does these things. And then I was like, okay. And then my one friend who has ADHD was like, nah, dude, you definitely have it. And I was like, do I? Should I get that checked out? And she was like, yeah. And she told me she just went to her family doctor and told the doctor about it, and the family doctor basically just diagnosed her, and then she started taking medicine. It was super easy, but my experience was horrible. First time I tried to get diagnosed, I went to my family doctor. I get so mad when I talk about this. My family doctor basically was like, well, have you tried making a schedule for yourself? I literally, thank God I was wearing a mask, because I was like, what do you mean have I tried making a schedule? Yes, a million times, and it doesn't work, which is why I'm here and I'm talking to you about these things. And then the other guy, the nurse dude, was like, well, maybe when you're doing homework, you can just get up and go for a walk and then come back and continue doing your homework.
You do love walks.
I do, but that's not going to solve my problems. And I was so mad. And then they were like, okay, well, we'll refer you to a psychiatrist or something. And then the first psychiatrist I went to was like, what did she say? She was like, I think she might have said I was just depressed or something else, and was basically like, I'm going to treat you for this first and then we can talk about ADHD or something. And I was like, you didn't even ask me any ADHD questions. You just asked me other depression, anxiety questions. So I was like, you're not asking me what you need to ask me. So I got mad about that too. And then I was I waited another year or 2 years later to even try again. And I was like, I found a lady that specializes in adult ADHD. Went to her. She was like, okay, we'll do the whole formal thing. I just felt so many surveys. My ex-boyfriend had to fill out a bunch of surveys because he's with me all the time and can observe how I act and stuff. And then my parents also filled out a survey. So it was how did she act as a child in childhood, have those things maintained throughout her life as an adult. And then all of that, she was like, yeah, you got it bad.
So would you say that during that time, because you're a TikTok star, superstar,
yes,
would you say that is that a way of you coping with the ADHD and everything, you making the TikToks and you being on there?
100%.
Okay, because I've always wondered that.
Yeah, that's a thing that my psychiatrist said. She was boys when they're younger often get diagnosed more frequently because they act out in class and things like that, whereas girls don't exhibit those symptoms, so they don't get diagnosed as much. But my psychiatrist
You really can't say that word.
Psychiatrist. Is that still recording? Yeah, I think so. Okay. She was saying girls release their energy in other ways, kind of. So it's as a kid, I was never super defiant. I think you just need to swipe over, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You were a pretty good kid.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Straight A's, everything.
Yeah.
Following the rules,
Yep.
all that.
I was a good kid. I
Mhm.
got good grades,
Mhm.
and I never like later in life in high school I never studied because I couldn't sit down and
Couldn't
study.
focus, yeah. Mhm.
So I always got good grades just like based off like I have a good memory, so I always could just like learn things in class and remember it for my tests. What?
You have a good memory?
I do have a good memory.
Yeah. We'll keep going.
That's why I can solve this. Anyways, what was I saying?
Mm-hmm. You have a good memory, huh?
Come on, that's
Got
not
'em.
fair. That's not fair. Yeah, this is ADHD. This is what I'm talking about.
Oh my God.
Okay, good grades.
Yeah, he's talking about he had good
Oh.
grades and everything.
Yeah, so
didn't
she
really
was
notice.
saying like girls release their energy in like different ways, so it can be like more controlled release of energy. So I feel like as an adult, TikTok is like a way for me to be like a spaz and release my energy and like say all my random thoughts and stuff and just like post it because why not? Like I am already doing those things and having those thoughts, so why not post it? You know?
So let me ask, before TikTok, because TikTok was what, 2020?
Yeah.
Pandemic time.
Yeah.
How were you releasing that energy prior?
That's a
And if
good
you
question.
weren't, like, what was that feeling like to you then? Because you didn't know you had, I mean, you didn't, like, you weren't diagnosed with it. Maybe you thought you had it, but, like,
Right.
you didn't really know maybe all the full symptoms or something like that. So how did you deal with that sort of, release of energy before TikTok? And if you didn't, how did that make you feel at the time?
Wow. I haven't even thought about that ever before. I don't even remember my life before TikTok.
Wow.
No, but like I feel like I was just doing like random stuff but just like not filming it. Like I'll always just like sing, like shout around the house or like dance, like I don't know. I feel like I've always done that stuff but not like to the extent that I do now,
Okay.
I guess. So just like random. I guess like singing mostly, honestly. I like to sing a lot. My dad tells me like I'm good and I should do voice lessons cuz I have a nice voice. I probably shouldn't though.
To be honest, I never heard you sing, I don't think, in a serious
Do you
tone.
want to hear me sing
no,
right
not
now?
right now. Not at all. But
Oh, say, can you see? Why was that the first song that came to my head?
I have no idea. I have no idea why you decided to sing this.
Was that the national anthem? Yes.
No, it was.
What?
No, it was by Biggie. Of course, it was the national anthem. Anyway, all right. So, does filming and stuff, things of that nature, also help in that regard, or is it like how do you deal with the ADHD with filming? Because I would assume, I don't do this. I'm terrible at this shit, but I would assume it's like a lot of time consuming and things like it's a lot of time consumption and things of that nature. So, how do you go about doing it?
Yeah. I feel like with my job, that like I said earlier, like I like how my job is different every day because my brain is always all over the place anyway. So it's like it's nice to just bop around and do different things. But at the same time, it's hard to focus sometimes because I have so many projects that I need to like work on or focus on. So it can be hard at times to manage like everything going on. Literally, why are you laughing? What else did you ask me? I think sometimes being at events, it's like hard because I do get like, and like the ADHD like stereotypes like squirrel, like
Yeah.
people just like, I'm not like that bad, but like I will either like talk to people or like get distracted at times when I should be like filming. But at the same time, I think I've gotten really good at like going to events and knowing what I need to get so that I can manage my time so I can talk to people, I guess.
Okay.
So like once you like film more events and cover more like practices or games or whatever, you kind of start to realize like what you actually need versus like what you don't need. So I think that's kind of helped me just like practicing
Okay.
and yeah.
Do you ever experience like burnout from dealing with ADHD and, your job?
Yeah. Wait, I was gonna say something. Now I forget. No. Was that weird? What did I do?
You said, ow, ow.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Okay, for example, like one of the symptoms, or I guess symptoms of ADHD is like starting tasks but not being able to finish them. So like that's hard, and I struggle with that a lot, and it's like really hard. I don't really tell that to people at work per se, but it's really hard to like, if I ever do or like bring it up to other people just like don't understand it,
Right.
which is like frustrating, and it's hard for me to explain. Like even just like cleaning my room is like the hardest thing in the world for me. Like I don't enjoy having a messy room, but like it's like executive dysfunction. Like you know you need to do something but you just can't.
Right.
And it's like a really weird feeling and like sensation, and I hate like saying I just can't do it right now, but like I just can't. I don't know how to explain it. So it's like for that, in that regard, it's hard for work sometimes when I'm starting projects. I just can't finish them. So I think I really have to be more mindful of and like of things like that and putting my brain like to it.
Right.
The medicine does help though. Like
okay.
I take Vyvanse. I haven't tried Adderall yet, or what's the other one? Ritalin, I think.
Ritalin, I think, is the other
Yeah.
one.
But that does help. People like I don't know what I was gonna say. People who don't need it feel like crazy.
Right.
Not crazy, but like feel like so much more locked in. But like if you do need it, you don't feel as, you know,
Right.
feel the effects as much. But like for me, I can just sit down and like sit down for longer periods of time, basically, and focus. That's like all it really does for me.
But it doesn't like take away like your creativity or anything. in that
No,
regard.
I don't think so. And I don't take it every day.
Okay.
So like I think if you take it every day for more like a longer period of time, it can like kind of, people say like dulls you out a little bit.
Right.
Which I don't want to be dull, so I don't take it every day.
Well, you're certainly not that.
I don't want to lose my sparkle.
Okay. God. You're fucking sparkle. Okay. Do your friends describe you as goofy? Like every single friend you've ever had?
Yeah, probably, that know me. Yeah.
Because you are absolutely the goofiest person I've ever met. Like, it's not even close.
Yeah, I'm goofy. No, but the thing is, like, if you don't know me, like, at work, like, for example, if I go to, like, film, I don't know, a sports team that I don't know that well, I, like, don't talk. I'm not someone that's, like, very talkative or goofy unless I know you. Like, people probably think I'm, like, really shy and awkward, but I just, like, don't go out of my way to talk to people first. But if you come talk to me, like, I'll talk to you.
Right.
But, like, I just kind of chill and vibe until people talk to me. So I think some people think I'm definitely, like, awkward and shy, but I'm not.
That's fair. And you've always been like this? Like, since a kid?
I think so. Yeah.
Do people ever, like I don't want to hate on you for it, but, like, is it, like, something that people, I guess hate on you for? I don't know.
Hate on me? I don't think anyone hates me.
No, but, like, not hates you. I'm trying to find a better word for it, but I feel like...
Makes fun of me? Like,
yeah, something in that regard.
Not really.
Outside of us, of course.
Yeah, I mean, just in a nice, friendly way. Like you guys do sometimes. Mostly mean. But...
Don't say that to our viewers.
Not you, Brandon. You're not mean.
Thank you. Even though
this guy here, though.
Meanie pants?
He's mean.
We're going to get to him next. Don't worry.
I can't wait.
We're going to get into his
Gonna
ways.
roast him.
I'm screaming. I guess the last thing, I want to ask is, like, if someone is dealing with those feelings of ADHD, like, early on, what would you say to them, in terms of getting help or anything in that regard?
Well, don't listen to TikTok, first off. Like, everyone loves to self-diagnose himself, which I kind of did a little bit, but I didn't diagnose myself. I was kind of like, I just need to figure this out.
Right.
So I think go see someone who knows what they're talking about, and yeah, just like get the diagnosis. But people think like there's a lot of things that you do, like ADHD people do, that other regular is not the right word. Neurotypical, I believe, is the correct word. I'm
super scientific on me. All right.
neurodivergent, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways. But there's a lot of like overlapping symptoms or like things that people do. But like I think the true ADHD like test is like talking to your parents and seeing how you were as a kid and kind of like if that still lines up with what you do now.
All right.
But yeah, my other recommendation would be to see a therapist, which I have not done yet because that can really help with ADHD. Like with time management, time blindness is like a thing. It's like just really extremely bad time management, basically.
Oh, okay.
You just like don't know. You just can't plan anything time-wise. But yeah, like a therapist helps with those types of things. Like medicine's not going to just fix all your problems. You need to like actually work on like training your mind and like coming up with new skills and like schedules and things like that for yourself, which can help. But
okay.
Yeah.
And what about for women in sports too? Because you've been in it for, I think, a couple years now. So, you know, what is your advice for someone that is trying to get into that field?
That's a good question.
Like, what's the biggest piece of advice you can give to someone?
My biggest piece of advice is don't be scared, I think. Don't be scared that it's a male-dominated field, that you're going to be working with a lot of men, but that doesn't mean that you can't do the things that they do. Doesn't mean you can't know the things they know. I think a lot of people are like, oh, you're a woman, you don't know anything about baseball, or like, you know, people are just sexist. But I don't know. Any woman can do anything that men can do is really what it comes down to. So I think women in sports is a very like women in sports are a very supportive group. Like any woman I've met that works in the sports industry is like so kind and helpful because they know that it's hard.
Right.
So I think networking is really important. Just reaching out to women in jobs that you would like to have is really important. Any girls that like reach out to me that are students at Temple, I'm always willing to help them, connect them with people that work in athletics. So I think just networking is really important because women in sports love to help other aspiring women in sports. So
awesome. Well, thank you for getting in front of the camera and letting us interview you. Pretty much, we appreciate you being here, even though it seems like we don't sometimes, because we make fun of you a lot.
It's so nice.
I know. I try to be nicest.
Maybe
sometimes.
This is when I'll cry.
Yeah, don't do that.
You love me.
God. All right. Well, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Get ready for the trilogy that we're about to drop, and we'll see you.
Can I give my social medias? Okay.
Go ahead.
Instagram, Paige Wizz. My photo video account on Instagram is produced by Paige, and my TikTok is the real P Wizz. Anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you.